Hello, and welcome to another episode of the YGC Collective, the podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Giovanna Burgess-White, with my co-host,
Yvette Negro. Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey.
I'm going live too on Instagram. So happy to be here. If you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We are doing a mini series, meaning 10 minutes or less every single week, to talk about our second annual collective. And for those of you guys who don't know what that is, we're going to go through that today. But Yvette and I host a really amazing event every year on Latina Day, National Latina Day, 8/20, and it's in Houston, Texas. So we're going to talk about the venue. We're going to talk about the panelists and the experts that we already have. We're also going to talk about VIP night and the after party. So really all of the details, where it's going to be, why you need to join us, because it's all about the why. And we're going to end with the bow on our purpose and our give back. So you may have watched the first episode. This is episode 6, but we kind of talked a little bit about it back then. We're going to talk about the 7 experts that we already have on panel. And then every single week, we're going to bring you a panelist or an expert. So this is like you doing your homework. Before you join us, you need to get to know everyone that's going to be there, because, and Yvette and I are going to talk about that today, when you go to the collective, these roundtables and these one-on-ones are like the gems. So we're skipping intros, who they are, what they've done, all the things. It's what are you going to use from that conference, and where are you going to take away all the gems that you're going to take away. So the homework is learning about them, following them, stalking them, so that when you go to the collective, you recognize the face, the voice, and we are going to bring one on every single week. So
Yes, which is such a time saver. And which, let's just put it this way, when you go to any kind of conference, actually do this anywhere you go, stalk the people that are going to be there, because your ability to enjoy what you're listening to and to get the references when people start bringing, they're like, wait, you're the doctor of who, you're doing what? It's like your brain already knows, and you can engage and comprehend and absorb so much more information. And then you feel so much more connected to the person who's speaking, which
yes.
I'm really excited about our lineup this year, because they're really powerful women who have a story and a very strong voice, and obviously experts at what they do. So you
Yes.
want to come prepared to receive. That's the whole thing. Come and receive everything you're going to get.
So that's benefit. I'm going to go through. I'm going to benefit number 1. When you do your homework, who's been to conferences? And if you're watching live, we have a lot of people watching live. You can actually comment, and we'll put your comments up here. But how many times have you gone to a conference and like the first 15, 20 minutes is just all about the person and what they've done?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God. And then it's always like the last 10 minutes that you're like taking notes. You're like, oh my God, I need to meet this person. We're skipping that. It's like, this is the part where you get to know them. That way, if you're going to join us for VIP night, you're going to be with them. And then if you come for the day of conference, you'll be able to meet them after their breakout. So just really important for you to go back. The episodes are 10 minutes or less. And so I'm just going to kind of get started. And so I was like trying to, how many episodes have we had? 6. So go back and watch the other 5. We already had 3 guests on. So a couple quick things. When is it, right? August 19th is VIP night. So it's going to be the evening before. Only 20 tickets available for that. Actually, only 15 left, because we're only doing 20 tickets for that. This is for the speakers. Let me rewind. Panelists and industry experts come together, and then 20 guests. So very intimate dinner, connections. And then we're going to have a special little talk that night that nobody else from the day of will be able to get. Where it's at, we heard you, downtown, or I want to call it, what are they calling that? Autry Park. Let's just call it downtown, by Memorial downtown.
Yeah.
Central. It stages Houston. We have a beautiful, beautiful auditorium that seats 222 women. 2 stories, which Yvette and I loved. No matter where you're sitting, it feels like you're front row. And it will be either one-on-one with industry experts that they're going to be just talking to each other, or 4 panelists in each topic, which we're going to talk about right now. But if you haven't watched the videos, go to our page. All the links are there. We put 4 videos on our inspiration. The power of her voice, stories that shape impacts that last. So you'll see how we're going to do the roundtables and how we're going to do the one-on-ones. And then you're going to really get an idea when you get there of all the amazing women in the room.
Okay, side comments. Number
Yes.
one, the other thing that's great about this location, because of course we always think these things through, parking, super easy. There is a huge parking lot next to it. Secondly, this place has really great AC. So, and it's very cement. So you're not going to have to worry about being hot. It's very convenient. There's a ramp if you need it. I mean, it's like super, super easy, and then centrally located. So it's no longer an excuse for anybody to say, but I can't get there. It's too far. It's not too far. And then the other thing you just mentioned, the actor on actors, I just saw another one. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger and his son that were interviewing each other. And it automatically, this is the thing when it's like it's an act, someone in the industry with someone in the industry, actor, dad, son. Instantaneously, the dynamic just goes to a level that's so different than an interview or with, when you see someone on Dateline or whatever, like you really don't know that person and you're not really in the same industry, and I don't know, it's just different. This is just automatic intimacy, and the comfortability is like no other. So I'm super excited for everybody there to get a taste, and for the people that are the experts that are coming. Like, it's just going to be amazing. I love it.
I know. And if you guys haven't been to Stages, we put some pictures up here. It's amazing. It's also a nonprofit, which I absolutely love. And you know that Geo is a huge theater arts fanatic since my son was in theater. But this is the look, the vibe, the feel. We have an inspiration board coming out too. So if you were like, oh, what color should I wear? Totally optional. But this is the aesthetic for the second annual. So just know that you are going to love where we picked. So then what are we talking about, or what are we talking about? Why the inspiration? Last year was fantastic. We got the feedback. Everybody wants to be part of all the sessions. We heard you there too. So no matter what you buy, you're going to see all of the sessions. They're more in-depth conversations. Go back and watch those videos. We have 4 topics this year. Obviously business, because that's what kind of we teach at the core too, the relationship with your business. But now we're going to talk about money. That was the #1 visited session last year. So wealth in all different ways, health, especially holistic health, mental health. And then we added one called Aging Gracefully and Fashion, which is so exciting for us this year. So those are going to be the 4 roundtables. We'll have 4 panelists for each, and then we're going to have experts interviewing each other one-on-one. And then obviously we're spotlighting what our mission is, and it's the give back. So we will be giving back. We're going to talk about that at the end. Another grant, a YGC grant, a give back to a female entrepreneur or business owner in one of our groups. And why, obviously the why, like we get it. We've been to many conferences. Last year's was fantastic. We learn and we grow, and we just want it to be intimate and things that you can take home and use, and then bringing really the best of the best women here in Houston and out of Houston. We have a few women flying in from other parts of the country, but it's just really important for us to, if you're spending the time and the money for a day for you, we want to make sure that we're giving you your return on investment. So if it's money, if it's health, if it's business, or if it's just you being confident and aging gracefully, you're going to really connect with one of the experts or one of the panelists there. And you're going to leave, like we said earlier, with these gems and be able to just use those on a day-to-day basis.
If you think about it, the theme, the topics, what we're bringing, it's almost like when you talk to your best girlfriends, these are the things you're talking about. You're literally talking about your business, work, career, and then you're talking about your health, what's been really going on with you, fashion. Like, these are truly topics that we're all talking about, but we have the experts that are going to be sharing, and then the takeaways and the gems and the whole 9 yards. But this is what women want. This is what women are talking about.
We love it. We have a lot of people watching live, so I wanted them to see that they can comment here. So let us know what your thoughts are, what you're excited, who you're excited to see, or what topic you're excited to hear about. We already went through these, so these are the 4 key industries. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about who we've already announced, and then we'll keep on announcing panelists and experts every week. But we have Deidria, who's coming in and talking about business. We have Zara Zisi, who's going to be talking about wealth. Our wealth panel is like the #1.
On fire.
On fire. Maria Lujan, who's also going to be talking about money. We have Kirsten Brenders, who is going to be talking about business and just like the back end. Heidi with Heidi Signature Style, who will be talking about building that confidence with your wardrobe. We also have Camilla Scarbeck, who is another wealth panelist. And then one of our industry experts, her name is Alyssa. She already had her podcast. Go back and watch it. She's a public speaking coach. And oh my God, she's so fantastic virtually that I can't wait to see her. And we actually got to see her in person 2 weeks ago for like a short 20 minutes. And I was just like taking the notes, doing all the things. And I'm like, we public speak all the time, but there were so many gems that she was dropping there. So these are just a few. The goal is 16. Okay. So we're halfway there, and we are going to be announcing more industry experts and some more panelists end of this week and then all of next week. So that's just a little bit. And most of these women have had their interviews already or are coming up. So again, if you want to know more about them, go back to our playlist on YouTube. We've made it super easy. You can check. Okay. I'm going to let you talk about our why.
Woo! Our why or the give back?
Yeah. Well, the give back. Yeah.
Okay. So this was for sure, we wanted to be able to give back in a tangible way. We know that people can come and listen. We know that you can get information. We know that you can get all the knowledge. One thing that is so practical is when we as women say, yeah, I want to support someone. Okay. Support can and definitely is well received when it comes with a financial gift and blessing to someone. So we definitely wanted to do a grant. Last year, we were able to do a grant. We gave $2,500 to an amazing business here in Houston. And we've been able to follow them and go back again, listen to the podcast, because you'll hear firsthand how it's been going. And just what it was like to receive the grant and what she's been doing with it. Anyway, this year, same thing. We have actually different categories of giving. If you want to have a voice and nominate someone in your groups, then it's $300, right?
Yep.
Yeah. $300 to give into the give back. And then that will give you the voice to actually be able to nominate someone. And I know that sounds like, oh my gosh, that's maybe a lot. Listen, this is the way we look at it. We all have our own opinions. We all have our own ideas. But again, when you're able to say, I want to do this financially and truly support in an active way, then it's like, all right, then definitely give us some nominations within your group so that you can participate and then they can try to get the grant. We're super excited. That will be open all the way up until the conference. Every single dime, quarter, whatever listen, this is one of those things too. You know, I'm definitely one of those people. I think of you reap what you sow. You may be a struggling entrepreneur yourself and feel like I can't even listen. $5, $10, $15, $20 is something, and you're sowing into someone else's dream or whatever. Or if you want to be someone who wants to receive the grant, then make sure you're part of the groups, that you pay attention to what we're doing, come to the conference, fill out the application, make sure that someone knows who you are that is from the groups. You can be someone who receives also the grant as well. Yeah. Great opportunity, such a dynamic way to give back in a practical way, because it's easy. It's super easy for all of us to go, yeah, we really support. No, let me tell you, you know where someone's heart is when you open up their checkbook.
Yeah. So we have our tickets already available. Like I said earlier, we only have 15, actually I think it's 14 VIP left. So, and then we are going up to 222 tickets for day of. Definitely get those. And then if you want to sponsor, like if you're like, I love this, I want to be a sponsor, it's for $444. And this is everything that you get. And you can find that on our website as well. But I just wanted to put that out there because people were asking. Same price as last year. We did not take the ticket prices up. That was in the feedback. They loved it. They thought the cost was great for what they were getting. And then the after party, because why not? You know, Yvette and I do a staycation. Last year we were in the Woodlands. This year we're at the beautiful Hotel St. Augustine. You guys, it is a boutique hotel like no other. It is literally 7 minutes away from the venue. I love it because it's like intimate. They're having a promotion right now. So we're staying for like 3 days. But this is where the after party is going to be. So I think last year we had a couple different options for after parties. So it's intimate. Not everybody has to come. I mean, if everyone wants to, we would love to see you guys there. They have a beautiful bar. in a beautiful lobby that we'll be enjoying. And there will be food and bites that you guys can order. And then if anybody wants to stay and play, they can stay the night there. There's also a beautiful restaurant there, but just know that afterwards we're going to come back and just decompress and have a good time with our guests and our speakers. That information is also on our website. And then that's it.
Okay, wait, I have one little thing to add.
Yeah.
This is so true. Last year, and there was so much going on last year, but it was so fun. It was so amazing. We had so much fun, the lead up, but obviously afterwards too, right? I cannot tell you the FOMO for people who did not stay for the after party or did not stay and just hang out.
Yep.
Guys, don't do that. Just treat yourself, and seeing people, meeting people. Like I felt like I was just like, oh my gosh, so-and-so did like the connection.
We were connecting. We were like connecting the dots, and we got there a little bit later. This year, we're going to try to wrap it up early. But I do think this is the thing. It's like invest in yourself. Come to the conference. It's only $111. But if you want to stay and connect afterwards, just stay a night at the hotel, because there's nothing better than like going, changing your shoes, maybe changing your outfit, because Gio's going to be changing her outfit. And then being able to come and talk to people and see what they thought about the collective and hear more. There may be some panelists and some speakers here too. So just a great way to decompress with us. Let us know your thoughts. And then
it's organic.
And we don't have to go back home to and turn that switch back on. It's okay to take a day or two off. So just know we have a promo code already available if you want to stay the night or 2 nights. If you want to stay longer, use the promo code on their website. So we're going to leave you with that. Man, this was longer than 10 minutes. Woo! We went long today. That's okay.
That was long.
I feel like we just started, but actually I'm glad we did this, because it was kind of all the details, the before, what's leading up to. So your homework of watching all of these little baby episodes, obviously getting your tickets. And I'm not joking. If you really want VIP, do those now, because they will go fast. And then we will keep on announcing speakers and panelists, and then we will be back on next week. So if you have any questions, you know where to reach us. Bye.
Bye.